going on, everyone? Honda Fit for Adventure, and today we're going to be removing the door panel, door cards, or door inserts. To do this, it's a really easy process of removing a couple of screws, popping off the accessory panel here. Once the accessory panel is popped off, you're going to need to disconnect it from the driver's side door, and then we're going to remove the door panel just like we removed the hatch panel in a couple videos ago. Since there's a few more electronic devices in the driver's side door, we're going to do a step-by-step instructions on how to remove this door card, and then we're going to do a POV run on the passenger side. And for good measure, we're going to take apart the rear doors just to make sure they're set up the same way and to document where the green push pin tabs are. So let's get started. Before we carry on any further, we should also disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. First thing we're going to want to do is remove this Phillips head screw right by our door handle. With the screw removed from the door handle, our next step is going to be removing the accessory cover. To do this, you're going to want to stick a flathead screwdriver toward the front, pop it up, and work your way back. There's several tabs located along the bottom, and then one slide-in tab located toward the back. This is very easy to scratch. This is also why you should start up front and use the smallest flathead screwdriver that you have. Use your fingers and thumb, push it up, get about 2/3 of the way, and then slide back. Still pretty snug, so let's disconnect these harnesses. Slide it forward. There's our slide-in tab, and then we have 1, 2 wiring harnesses to disconnect. They're pretty big, so I should be able to get these with my fingers. There's the push-in tab, and pull out. Hold the top part while I pull down. There we go. Same thing to disconnect the second clip, push in on the tab and pull back. It's kind of an awkward position. You might want to use a flathead to remove it. I think I can make it work with my fingers. It's a little snug in there. Now with our accessory panel removed, this exposes the other Phillips head screw. With our 2 screws removed and our accessory panel detached, we can now pry off the door panel. We're going to start with the upper right, and you're going to have to pry pretty hard. Kind of put my thumb against the glass to use it as some pry force, and my knuckles against the door frame. Let's work our way around. I'm also holding the door with my fingers just so it doesn't fall on our door latch. Should have one more. There we go. So to put the door card back into place, you're going to put the panel on in the same position. Make sure these cables are coming through the accessory panel, and then slide the door handle into position. To get this lined up correctly and easily, make sure you line up the door handle with the screw on the door card and then line it up there. Once you have everything lined up, you know that you can easily push down on the door card and snap it back into place. Now let's see if we can do what I just said. Lining it up, cables through, slide on the door handle. And now we're going to try to line up all three holes, the door panel, the door handle, and the actual door itself. Snap everything into place. I feel like there's one more here somewhere. There it is. If you can't get it on right away, don't worry. You should be able to figure it out within 2 minutes. Now let's reinsert our screw that's underneath the accessory panel. Now with our screw back into place, let's snap back in the accessory panel. First, we're going to need to connect the wiring harness back to the panel. This is a little fun to connect everything. Much easier this time. Now we're going to slide this tab and then push down on everything. Slide it in, push down along the front, and then we're going to work our way across the back. Let's put in our final screw, lined up correctly. Now that everything's back on and connected, let's connect our battery and test out and make sure everything still works. All right, the battery's connected. Let's make sure everything still works. Window, all the other ones. Lock. Everything's golden. Let's get on to the passenger side. Take 2 on the passenger side, door panel removal, P.O.V. I forgot a step when installing it. Let's see how long this takes us. Phillips on the door lever part. I can do this sitting down. Catch the screw. Get our flathead. Pop out the accessory panel. Disconnect our harness. Take our Phillips, get the other screw. Pop off the panel. Bam! 1 minute. Let's put it back on. Slide the lever on. Make sure the wiring harness is up. I find it best to line up the lever, the panel, and the door hole. Get that lined up. Push on a pin or two. That way it's held into position. Grab your Phillips. This is the step I forgot, so I'm gonna do this first. I forgot to put in this screw. Tighten that down. Let's get our other screw. Almost lost it there. Connect our harness. Slide it in. Snap the front and the back. One more time. Double check. Make sure everything's secure. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. This plastic cover right here is going to be your main difference from the front and the rear door. You're definitely going to want a pry tool because a flathead screwdriver, I think, is much too hard. Stick it in behind and pull backwards. Make sure to secure it because it's going to go flying. We have a tab on the bottom, a tab on the top, and a push pin thing on the center. To secure it, just slide it back onto place and then push in. All right, rear passenger side door panel removal. The difference between the front door and the rear door is this little cover. Take a pry tool, pop it off from the back. There's an insert tab right there, and then 2 slide-in ones. So you're gonna slide those in the brackets and then push it back in to place. We'll do that later. Let's remove the Phillips. Mini flathead. Disconnect. One more Phillips. And then pull and pray. There we go. Let's put it back into place. Oops, just a lever. Get our wiring harness through there. Where's the door insert hole? That's it? Yeah, that is it. Like I said in the step-by-step instructions, sometimes it just takes a minute to wiggle it into place. Let me get this black screw in. It's not fully snapped down yet. It just helped hold it into place. Let's get our other Phillips screw. Don't forget we need to fully tighten the upper one down still. Connect our harness. Slide in slot. Front, back. Push down one more time. Just to make sure everything's clipped in. I heard one snap in. Now let's get this cover. Slots. Slots. Push in. The stuff they don't show you on the other two videos. There we go. Ooh, almost broke my light. And that's how you take off the door inserts, door panels, or door cards on a 3rd generation Honda Fit. Thank you for watching.